So, had to do the emo hair for this episode. Had to do the side part because I did the haircut, and if I do the haircut, you know, if you have the sides, I'm showing myself. How am I showing myself? I can't be showing you guys these things. Don't look down there. You upset me. Anyway, fucking episode fucking 10. Goddamn. Like, alright, so I'm doing this one. I forgot like 2 days in a row because a lot of shit. Like, if you watched episode 9, you pretty much saw how, well, heard, saw, whatever, this whole thing with my ex, right? If you didn't hear about what happened between me and my ex, we're 4 years, man. And I'm still counting. Fucking 6 years in May, but 2 years in X, whatever the fuck, you know, it's helping me grow. The longer I am an X, the longer I'm myself, the longer I'm me, the longer and more I fucking learn. So just go to my channel and check out It's All Cool episode 9. I think it's called I'm 626 years old, which makes sense. Actually, you know, last night I found out I'm not 626. I was actually born like 13.8 billion years ago, I think. 13.8. Yeah, like 13.8 billion years ago. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm 13.8 billion years old. Old. Like, bro, I'm old as fuck. And you know what the crazy shit is? You are too. You are 13. Well, no, not you. You're... Okay, yeah, no, actually you. Yeah, technically you are. But you, fucking everybody, anybody, fucking everybody watching this video and not watching this video is 13.8 billion years old. This is a husk. Episode fucking 9. It'll make sense. Like, a lot of this refers to being 626 years old, but when you realize, like, like, what is a consciousness, right? I have an A in psychology, which is fucking nothing, and, you know, I think I'm 8 classes below my BA, and I think you only need a master's degree in psychology to actually open your own fucking firm. So I'm just like, that's fucking stupid. Like, you're gonna trust me? That's and see, when I started psychology, I'm like, okay, high school's 4 years, right? I need to learn to extend my arms. I need to get a fucking camera extender, you know? 4 years in high school, right? So I'm like, okay, that's 4 years in high school, 2 years for, my pinky's retarded, 2 years for, I think both are, like, in AS, Associates in Science, and Associates in Arts. I think both of those are only 2 years, right? So when I found out, like, a bachelor's was only 2 years, not 4, because it's 4 years to get your bachelor's, right? I always assumed that you need to do 2 years with your associates, right? But then separately, like, after you have your associate's degree, you need to do another fucking 4. So that's like 6 years in total between your associates and your bachelor's. So for your master's, everybody said that was 6. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Like, okay, I can see how psychologists are psychologists, you know, like, well, Captain and me. No, I'm just kidding. The fact that they can diagnose people and say you're feeling this thing, or you are this, or the fact that they can even be confused about that, I'm just like, what the So, you know, like, when I found out that it wasn't 2 plus 4 plus 6, and then, you know, say, fuck it, you go for your doctorate, that's, I think that was 8, I think. Like, each degree is literally only 2 years. I thought each one was added on, like, it was additive. So, associate's 2 years. 2, then for your bachelor's, plus 4. Then your master's, plus 6. Then your fucking doctorate, plus 8. So that's like 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2. And I don't really feel like doing the math, because this isn't a math video right now. But, I have a hair in my mouth. I think I look cool when I have my hair done like this, so I do this for the videos. But I actually, I have so much hair in my mouth, and I just don't react to it, and this thing is slowing me down. Like, I don't react to it, because it's hair in my mouth. And I don't want to pick it out during these videos, but this is a lot. All for the sake of not looking weird, right? You got it, RJ. Anyway, fucking life, man. Like, with all this, like, that was a real tangent on the psychology. But the fact that to be a master's and catch this, to be a fucking doctor in psychology, all you need is 8 years. What the fuck is 8 years? Do you know what you can do in 8 years? Like, I've been in fucking recovery for 10. And I'm fucking just... Did you know we have toes? Like, pause the video for a second. Look down and look at your toe. And then look at your finger. See these chubby little digits? These chubby digits look like this on your foot. And the funny thing is that you can actually move them. So, but with all this knowledge, I find myself going back to just so much shit, so much regression. Like, my mom died 5 years ago, and I really actually didn't accept that fact until literally Thanksgiving Day of last year, because on the way up, I was just losing my shit, and I was talking to my dad, and I pretty much told him, it was such a difficult conversation, because I just fucking cried the entire time, but, I was like, you know, I think I finally accept that my mom died, and this is episode 10 for a special reason, and, well, it's not, it's literally just the number 10. Oh my god. It literally doesn't matter. I thought it did. I was going to play a theme, which my mom was going to be the theme, but this is, like, it's not episode 10 because I'm talking about my mom, and I'm not talking about my mom because it's episode 10. Literally today, I just, like, before this video, I fucking broke down, fucking losing my shit, crying, because, let me look for it. This fucking little guy, bro. And I never talk about my mom. Like, if you know me, I never talk about my mom. And if you talk to me about my mom, I'm gonna straight up fucking ignore you. And not, like, I'm not... It's been a long point where I was not ready to talk about that shit. So the fact that, like, fucking... the emotion set in. The fact that I'm talking about my mom right now in a fucking YouTube video is like... She bought me this guy, right? Like, my parents divorced when I was like 4. And, I knew this was going to be a fucking episode 10 if there ever was an episode 10. They divorced when I was 4. A lot of shit, I'll probably put it in another video, but, like, when I was 12, I was allowed to move in with my dad for 2 years. And my dad was pretty much the stay-at-home dad because he was disabled. He has one leg and he's a below-the-knee amputee. So I've lived my entire life with my dad having fucking, like, one leg, and I'm just like, the fact that I forget he has one leg sometimes just baffles my mind. And I will despise my fucking stepdad forever. Like, the point being is, like, I feel like he denied me saying goodbye to my mom because he pulled me to the side and he's like, your mom isn't really sure that she's gonna die or not tonight. The day that she died, and again, I'll explain how all of that happened in some other fucking video. And if you want to hear it, like, motivate me, like, subscribe, comment, some shit, because this is fucking hard shit right now. Because, like, it's your parent, man. This is how it feels to be 26 and to have lost one of your two only parents. Like, I was such a bitch to her. So, like, the fact that she bought me this fucking thing, man. I didn't even graduate from high school. All I did was I spent a year to get my GED because I'm like, fuck high school. And as much shit that went down and as much shit that happened, the fact that, like I really want to put this little fucking guy, right next to this trophy that my dad gave me for World's Best Son. But I'm just like, I can't deal with it, so I need to put him right there for now. It's just, grieving is a fucking ridiculous process, and anybody who's ever lost anybody, you need to realize, like, just don't put that shit in a fucking box. Don't box that shit away. Embrace it. It's gonna feel like shit. Like, it's gonna be fucking hard, but you know what? Hard isn't bad. Hard is just simply fucking hard. There is no anything else about it. Hard isn't bad. Hard is just fucking hard. Easy isn't good. It's just easy. And I just wish out of everything, like, I could have, I wish I could have, like, shown her that I went to college, that, like, I have my AA in psychology, that even though it ended not the way that I wanted to, yeah, I just wish I would have shown her, you know, my ex-girlfriend, and been like, hey, I've done this for like 4 years. Isn't that cool? Like, my first relationship, 4 years. First longest, but I wanted to tell her about every good and bad moment. And I wanted to, like, tell her about, like, the amount of times I just want to call her and be like, I stubbed my toe. Or, like, when you have one parent left and it's like, oh, dad's being like this. And it's just like, oh, yeah, your mom's gone. Whether you're religious, spiritual, or nothing, like, this shit is gonna hit you. And, it took me like 10 minutes to get to this point, but I just wanted to fucking bare my soul to you guys, because holy shit, if you are subscribing and if you're fucking liking my videos and watching, then you know there's waves and fucking vibes and shit. There's ups and downs, and there is no this or that. It just fucking depends. And, like, as sad as I feel, like, I'm just happy, because even if there is no such thing as a soul, energy cannot be destroyed. Like, energy cannot be destroyed. That's a fucking law of thermodynamics. It cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. So even if she didn't have a soul, whatever the fuck her consciousness was, it's not done. It's just not here right now, but it will be eventually when we begin again. You know, everybody watching this video and everybody that hasn't is 13.8 billion fucking years old. We are cosmic stardust. We are a bag of meat and flesh that encapsulate calcified bone, and it's haunted by a ghost. You have this fucking conscious, your spirit. You have a spirit in a temple. If you're religious, you know what that means. How does that not sound fucking haunted? How does that not sound fucking crazy? Like, and if there is such thing as a soul, the soul still has energy because it exists. So, I believe in the big crunch. I believe that gravity is gonna fucking crunch everything back down on it fucking self, I believe everything fucking gravitates towards each other. You know, like, if I had to pick one belief, I would pick my own. I would pick my own belief system. I believe in scientific theory, the third law of thermodynamics, and fucking some other shit. That mom shit shook me. If energy's not created nor destroyed, if it just is and transferred, and if entropy is a thing, and if a galaxy can drift towards another galaxy because of the gravity, eventually would everything not gravitate towards each other? Would it not define a singularity, a single point where everything just kind of like fill in, the biggest universe just absorbed everything around it? Like, if the universe is infinite, would it not just after infinite time eat itself? Like, and if not, you know, how can you explain what a fucking God is? How can you explain what God did before everything? Like, why was there a God before there was anything? And why is there no documentation of it before it? Why didn't he tell us that? Why didn't he give us that information? Why don't we know why the Big Bang happened? Why don't we know how the Big Bang had so much energy? Like, why don't we know anything? And for so long, I would just reject the fact that there was any existence of my fucking mom, until I realized, like, you know, no matter what anything is, like, it's nothing. You, me, no fucking nothing can be destroyed. And we have never been created. We have only been what we've been. So I believe, you know, we've all been 8 billion years for fucking infinity, and we're gonna be 13.8 billion years, more or less, or the same for fucking infinity. And like Duncan Trussell says, we're just dolphins, just fucking doing flips out of the ocean, because we're like, oh shit, like, we have a few seconds in the air where we can fucking be weird and like do a flip and like squeak and shit, like, and then we just go back into the ocean and we do it again and again and again, because it's fucking fun and it's weird. And if you've never watched Alan Watts, watch Alan Watts. But anyway, I really intended for this video to be 10 minutes, but since it is the 10th video, fuck it, let's just make it 20. Because it was also about my mom. And it's so hard to actually cry on video. I don't know if you guys know that, but like, what? When you know that you are recording yourself, do you know how self-judgmental that you actually get? Like, you're like when you try to cry, right? And you're like you get that feeling, and you're like, and then when you get like you don't really feel that when you record yourself crying on camera. And it's weird, because it's like, you want to, you need to, you feel it, but you just don't. And it's like, you're just looking at yourself crying, and it's like, it's like, so many people have told me, like, how people are mirrors, and I kind of agree. Like you just look at yourself trying to record yourself crying, and you're just like, and once you see yourself, it's like, wait, why is my face doing that? Why am I feeling that way? Why am I making those noises? That's a lot of weird noises. And you're just like, oh, I'm crying. But then you're like, why? Like, you become conscious of your feelings. And the issue is that we're always the observer. We're always the watcher. We're always the one vicariously living, never the one actually doing. And we need to change from vicariously watching to vicariously doing. Don't think about these things. Don't mentally envision these things or plan these things. That's what dreams are for. Fucking live this shit. Get out there. Live. Be alive. Be weird with your mom. Tell your mom, like, just be that weird guy in the middle of the fucking mall that starts singing in the rain, or like, one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do, or even, I can't stand me loving nobody but you for all my life. Like, be that weird fucking son for your mom or your dad, bro, because that shit's not gonna last, and you're gonna wish you fucking could. You know, But it's comforting in the fact that we're all 13.8 billion years old, and we've done this shit. I might, whoever the fuck you are, whoever you are watching right now, like, if you're looking at this, literally, I possibly could have been you 337 times in a row, and this is only, like, the third or fourth or fifth time, or first time I've ever been fucking RJ. Like, yo... We've done this forever and ever in every fucking version of everything, and we still haven't fucking had everything, because everything is infinite. And all you can do is just realize what you do now is what you do now, and what you do then is what you do then, and what you will do is what you will do, which is the most enticing. Like, anyway, I'm fucking shocked, like, if anybody actually got to this far, so... Just remember, it's all cool.